Hello everybody, welcome back to the Canadian GP. I'm streaming for ARC Formula 1 presented by the Daily Apex, and this is round 7 out of 22 here for the Montreal circuit at Gilles Villeneuve. So how are we all doing today? Good morning, good evening, depends where you are in the world. Hope you're having a good day, and yeah, we're all set for short qualifying here tonight. So the first Canadian GP held was the 1961 GP. Number of times it's been held is 56 times. I do believe we actually missed the Canadian GP in 2009. I don't believe we had the Canadian GP or the French GP, so I don't know what for reason was that, but it was quite strange that year. Most wins is Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton. They both got 7 wins apiece. So yeah, it's one of their favourite tracks, especially Lewis Hamilton, who won it last year, of course, after a controversial win. After Sebastian Vettel received a 5-second time penalty. It's not the first time Vettel's lost a race here at Canada. 2011, remember what happened to him? He spun it at turn 7, half spun it, and Button took advantage and won the race. This race has provided many great action here, and hopefully provide some good action here too tonight. So it is a 4.36 kilometer circuit, and it's got 14 corners. It's very difficult, the last 2 corners indeed, and we're going to find out who's the first man out on the track then as they all enter the pit lane. Exit the pit lane. So who's the first man to come out of the track then? Looks like a Mercedes. That's either Vitality or Ninja. That is Ninja. So SHR Ninja. Nathan Carr has some good pace here tonight in Canada. I've seen his pace and it's been amazing. So as he comes to the final 2 corners then to start his lap time, very nice and neat, tidy through there. Then so on to the DRS straight, on the straight. Looks like a racing point spot to start a lap time. 2 in the background, headed down into turn 1, go to 3rd on the apex, and he's already invalidated, bless him. SHR Ninja has invalidated, and he will be frustrated with that one. Turn 1 is very easy to invalidate too, and you don't want to be doing that, especially well, it's early. It's the early parts of qualifying, so it doesn't really matter. But he'll learn from that. We'll go on board with the racing point. I believe that is Cam behind him, if I'm correct. There he is. He's on the medium compound tyres, making his way out of turn 7. Then difficult retraction through there as he straightens up the car and gets on full power, coming to turn 8 and turn 9. Brake under the shadow under the bridge, take a lot of curve, which he doesn't do. Takes a lot of curve for this one, riding over the curb in 4th gear on the power as he heads down to the hairpin down at turn 10. Breaking the 100-meter board, he's overshot the corner, gone wide. But bearing in mind he's on the medium tyres, the less grippy tyres and the soft tyres. This could be his banker as well, so no pressure from him in the racing point. SHR Ninja, will he continue to set another lap time? He's going to set another lap time as Cam comes to the final 2 corners. He validates it, hits the wall too. That's really unlucky for Cam. His teammate, Ninja's teammates also invalidated. Who's the next one on track? Chemical Ninja. The 2 ninjas in the lobby, and Chemical Ninja comes round to set a 1:10.2 on the medium compound tyres. So early stages in the part of the qualifying session. Not really going to see some fast lap times yet provided from the drivers. Yellow flags, it is in this area where Ninja is, but we'll go on board with somebody else. We'll go on board with AJ Nicol. AJ in the Red Bull, as he will come to the final 2 corners then. How fast will he take this one? Hesitant on the... He made loads of adjustments to the steering wheel, didn't he? As he comes across the line to set a 10.0, but still goes on pole. Only 2 tenths though, interestingly. Chemical Ninja setting a good time on the mediums. AJ Nicol as a hazard. Henners goes quickest on the medium compound tyres at 9.8. So good job from Henners there in the racing point at 9.9 for him. Who is next one then? This track is rather difficult, isn't it? Because it's very fast flowing track, can make one mistake, you're either in the wall or spun it around. Interestingly, SHR Ninja, look at that. That invalidation has not phased him whatsoever. It's a 108.1. That invalidation has not phased him whatsoever. Already setting some good pace in the Mercedes, and it's early parts of qualifying as well. So my boy Ninja already in 1st place, 8.1, and yeah, look at that. He's run out of fuel, so good job he completed that lap time. Otherwise, would have run out of fuel and there's no point going out there. Alright then, Apelk on the back of the McLaren driver. Apologies if I cannot pronounce your name right. He's getting a good toe off the McLaren driver. Is he on a lap 2? Or is he's both on the medium as he heads off into the pit. So that Toro also got a decent slipstream down that back straight. And where will he go? The Toro Rosso driver comes across the line to set a 110.0, 10 behind Hennes, who's going to go for another lap on those medium tyres, doing some of those bankers. On board with the Ferrari driver Mitch, down in 10th place, not set a lap time just yet. He's got up into 9.5, he goes up into 2nd place, well ahead of Hennes in 3rd place. I think that's him just ahead of us. 4:10 separates them, so Ninja already set some decent pace there. And bear with me, just check if I am streaming or not. Yeah, I am streaming. Right then, so JD Killswitch has invalidated his lap time. So is his teammate in the other Williams. Jackson heads off into the pits. He invalidated it too, as Useless comes out of the pits behind Cam. Who's trying to find someone in their flying lap time? Not Toro Rosso. He's going for another one. Looks like he is. He's on his second consecutive run. So Hennes is retired from the session. He's actually crashed down at the hairpin. So I don't know what happened to him as he comes around his final 2 corners. Did he make contact with? Because that's a strange place to crash. I wonder what happened to Hennes there as he comes across the line and he doesn't improve his time. He's 2/10 down. Right then, who else is on the track there? Kevin on his outlap. Cam, who's just invalidated it. JD Killswitch probably going off to the pits. Oh, yes he is. What about his teammate? I think he's preparing to start his flying lap then, so keep an eye on him as he heads rounds the final 2 corners. Those 2 corners are rather difficult. You're going to be fully committed through there, no hesitating whatsoever. As you come down into turn 1 then, breaking a straight line, bring it down into 4th gear. You want to slightly kiss the apex, but not like what Ninja did. Oh, look at that, he's making loads of adjustments on the steering there. He's losing a lot of time through turn 2. As we come down into turn 3, now into turn 4. Turn 5 and turn 6. We come down into the turn 7 then. Is ride the curb through there. And you want to be careful on traction at the exit of this corner. We've got yellow flags ahead of us, sector 2. Oh, we've got a massive pile of trains, a pile of cars ahead of us. So what's happened to them? I think they're just on their slow laps, preparing to start a flying lap. Keeping on board with the bomber gaming then. Heading down into the hairpin then. There's quite a few cars ahead of us. He gets out the way, the McLaren driver. What about the Red Bull driver? There's both Red Bulls ahead of us. They're going to start their flying lap and they can't really slow down because it's going to ruin their own lap time. Comment in the comment section. Hello Ninja, how are you? That's a blistering lap time on 8.1. As Obama heads to the final 2 corners then, the 2 Red Bulls started their flying lap. Bit hesitant there, making a load of adjustments on that steering coming to the final corner. Obama gaming crosses the line, he goes up into 8th place on 111.2. Kevin Budd coming down to the hairpin, apparently gone purple. That's a decent middle sector I think, of 1.7. And the Toro Rosso has got up into 3rd place. That one Porty dude has got up into 3rd. A 9.8 on the soft tyres, interestingly not beating Mitch's time, who's on the mediums. We're on board with Mitch's teammate Kevin Budd as he heads towards the final 2 corners. Oh, a bit hesitant through there. You're going to be very brave and committed through there. And where will he go? He's going to 9.6 and he goes up into 3rd place behind his teammate, 1/10 behind him. His teammate's on the soft compound tyres. Who was on their flying lap time? Oh, he misses the apex slightly. Compromises run into turn 4. Not too bad. Who's that guy ahead of him? Gets out of the way. 19.7 through the first sector. Rides the curb, but that's a bit too much riding the curb, and he's invalidated his lap time. Right, what about Eustace then? He's invalidated his lap time too. Yoster coming towards the final 2 corners on those soft compound tyres. Bit of a win there, isn't there? Look at that, a bit of carbon fibre on the side of the track as he heads towards the line at 10.1 and he puts himself up into 8th place, a 10th behind AJ. Alright, who's on their flying lap then? Mitch on his flying lap. Ninja's invalidated again, that's the 2nd time he's invalidated. I'm going on board with Mitch then as he heads down into turn 2. Turn 3 and turn 4, riding both. That's too much for Mitch as he validates his lap time. People tend to do that. Turn 1, turn 3 is quite difficult. This one not too bad, you don't want to ride it too much. This one, you got to be careful with traction at the exit of that corner. The next one, you don't want to ride, you want to brake and ride the curb through turn 8 and 9. And Kevin, having a scruffy turn 2, he's validated his lap time again. AJ Nickel on the medium tyres still. He'll switch over to the softs soon. I think it's a 2 sort of strategy, a soft, medium, medium or soft, soft, medium. Headed towards the hairpin then. McLaren gets out of the way for him. And that Ferrari, I think he's invalidated. Yes, it was. It was Kevin, I think. Or is it Mitch? He's on. I don't know which Ferrari it is. As he heads towards the final, he's not using DRS for some reason. Oh, in fact, it doesn't even matter. He's coming back to the pit lane on board with Chemical Ninja. He's not on a lap time. He's on his out lap. Donald Stern on his out lap too. Cam, go on board with Cam as he comes towards the final 2 corners. Then. Nice done for the final 2 corners. Activates his ERS a little bit later, and he comes across the line to set a 9.2. In fact, gets replaced by Useless Cat. Cat on the medium tyres a 9.0, so good lap time from him, getting above a soft runner in 3rd place. Chemical Ninja coming towards the final 2 corners then. Oh, look at that, very close to the wall. Onto the straight he goes. His teammate's in the distance, and his teammate is Donald Stern, also on the soft compound tyres. Probably took it towards 3rd gear in the first corner to get the extra rotation. SHR Ninja goes quickest with a 108.1. Good lap time from him. I believe he can get in the 7s. I know he can get in the 7s. Chemical Ninja 3/10 quicker, and his personal best was on the medium compound tyres. He's going to hit the wall. Yes, he has. He's hit the wall. He understeered into that wall there. Probably carried a bit too much speed through turn 7. He's still continuing though, so we'll keep on board with him. He misses the apex. Compromises his run into turn 9. I wonder if he's got any from wind damage. If he hasn't, I'm surprised. 8/10 up on his personal best, but he's going to lose. Oh, he's not. Has he got any from wind damage? Yes, he has. Not doing too bad with front wind damage. Still continuing on his lap time. So let's see what he could do then on the back straight. Heading towards the final 2 corners, probably a little bit difficult though. He goes into the pits then. Chemical Ninja not really satisfied with his lap time. Definitely going to improve, but that front wind damage has cost him dearly. Alright then, who's on their lap time? TY Hazard. In the Alpha on the soft tyres, his best lap time was on the mediums. On the soft, 7/10 quicker. On his personal best through the middle sector, heading down into the hairpin. Yellow flags, but that's a Mercedes slowing down. That Mercedes is Ninja. His teammate is currently at the hairpin. Is Ninja going in the pits, or what's he doing? Oh, he's slowing down to let someone go. So as the Alpha comes to the final 2 corners, they're not really the best last corner through there. And where will the Alpha driver go? He's going to set himself 5th place and 9.5. 3rd row on the grid then for the Alpha driver. Right, who else is on their lap time then? Jackson coming down into 1st corner. Takes a lot of the curb, and nicely done through turn 1 and turn 2. You can see work his way up to the throttle, keeping that minimum speed up through turn 2. Now heading down into turn 3 and 4. Gotta be careful not to hit the wall there. Was a little bit cautious coming into turn 3 and 4. Could have carried a bit more speed, but I don't think he had the confidence to do that. Short shifting his way on hard throttle. As soon as he gets on the straight, full throttle to get the traction to the car. Heading down into turn 8 and 9, ride a curb through the left curb. Now heading down to the hip and down at turn 10 then. Breaking the 100 meter board. His kill switch is retired from the session. Kill switch down in 15th place. Donald Stern, Jackson and Wavin has not set a lap time yet. We're on board with Jackson right now. And where will he go? Can he get near his teammate? The meter board's been taken out there, so people running no assist has to pick their braking point if they know it or not. As Jackson comes across the line and 9.6, and where does he go? He goes up into 7th place. Kevin Budd also on his lap time. That Ferrari ahead of him is his teammate. His teammate's I think he's on an in lap then. Still on those medium tyres. I think he's on the soft. Let me go check. Yeah, he's on the soft compound tyres. Gets a lovely toe down the straight. Was it? Oh, he invalidated and hit the wall too. Let's see what it could have been. He's still going. It could have been a 9.3. He messed up the final corner. Right, where's his teammate? His teammate's in the pit, so I thought he would have gone for a lap. He's not set a soft lap time yet. His best lap time was on the medium tyres, so I think he wants to start on that one. Just trying to figure out who else is on their lap time. Yosh is retired. 3 minutes to go then. Useless Cat, we'll go on board with him. His best lap time was on the medium compound tyres. SHR Ninja on his lap time, on his out lap, sorry. As he heads down into turn 1 then. How's he taking it? Nice through there. I probably would have put it down as a third gear on the apex there. Who's that McLaren? McLaren's in the wall and that is Yosh. He's retired from the session. Yosh Tur. Oh. Fast flowing track. 1/10 up through the first set, so we expect that because he was on the mediums on the last one. Straightens up the car for the second DRS zone. 14 corners around here. Braking under the bridge, they're riding the curb on both curbs, right and left. Bit of a twitchy moment coming out of turn 9 there as we head down into turn 10. 4/10 up in the middle sector, purple, we'll see if that's true or not. Gently work his way up through the throttle to get traction. As Chemical Ninja, it's a Ninja 1-2, so Ninja is in first ahead of Chemical Ninja. Ninja went up, set a 1.8.7 on the brand new set of softs. What is Useless Cat doing? That's not the way to take. Oh, he's in the pits. So I wonder why Useless Cat went to the pits then. He was purple to sector 2. If not, it was way up on his time. Why did he go in the pits? That's a strange one. I don't know why he went to the pits there. Cam preparing to start his flying. I'll go on board with SHR if I can. He won't let me for some reason. There we go. Oh, he's almost a 10th down to the first sector. And that's not the way to take it. You don't want to ride that curb and that's his lap time done. Now, has he got enough fuel in the car to go for another run? I wonder. He's got the time, but has he got the fuel? Chemical Ninja's backed out of it. So why did Useless Cat go in the pits then? I'm intrigued because his best lap time was in the mediums, but he's going to start on those mediums. I dare say he won't make it out on time, which he won't. Go on board with Cam then. On the bridge, into turn 8 and turn 9. Nicely done from him. Where's the two alphas? TY of Hazard on the straight with his teammate. We'll keep an eye on him. He's on a lap time, and Kevin Bud is on his out lap on the Ferrari. He's on the second DRS zone. Hello boss, how are you? Nice to see you here. Alpha crosses the line then to start his flying lap time. The other Alpha crosses the line. I don't know what they're doing, but as they come towards the final 2 corners then, you've seen Cam activating his DRS a little bit late and he goes up into 5th. In fact, he does not improve on his lap time. Ninja going for another lap. He's 2/10 down to the first sector, it says. Want to avoid that curb there, you don't want to take it like that. Hazard's backed out of it. What about his teammate? Where's his teammate? Teammate down in 14th place on the soft compound tyres. Unfortunately for him, he's invalidated it and he will be started outside the top 10. Is that someone in the war there? I didn't really quite see. Ninja's 3/10 down. He is 3/10 down. He will not be improving. So it's a Ninja 1-2, SHR Ninja on pole ahead of the Chemical Ninja. The 2 Red Bulls lurking in 3rd and 4th on the second row. AJ Nickel on the soft tyres. So will the 2 Red Bulls work together? AJ will be faster at the first part of the race. Ninja coming towards, it doesn't even matter. Right then, so Ninja is on pole. What about Kevin? Where is Kevin? On board with Kevin then. Under the bridge he goes through turn 8 and turn 9. A bit hesitant on the steering there and he's invalidated. You can't be hesitant through there. You can't be making too many adjustments on the steering wheel and he'd be frustrated with that one. A Polk then 20. Down in 13th place. His best lap time was on the mediums. Now he's on the softs. Heading towards the final 2 corners. Straightens up the car. On the power he goes. I think the last man to cross the line. And where did he go? 6th place. So SHR Ninja is in 1st ahead of Chemical Ninja. Useless is in 3rd ahead of AJ. Cam, I think he's in 5th place. Interesting qualifying session then. Look at the medium runners. 3rd, 7th. We've got 2 medium runners inside the top 10. Probably going for the 1-stop strategy. Or 2-stop if we go medium, soft, soft. Right then, SHR Ninja on pole by a margin too. Chemical Ninja in 2nd place ahead of Useless Cat. The 2 Canadians in 3rd and 4th, so both of their home GP in the Red Bulls. Cam is in 5th ahead of Pelk. Mitch in 7th place ahead of the 3 Americans. Kevin Budd in 11th place ahead of that Porchy Hood. Henner's in 13th ahead of Muscle Tone. Donald Stern in 15th ahead of Obama Gaming. JD Killswitch in 17th at a waving. That's your top 18. Hello Aero, how are you? Interesting qualifying session now as we head on to the race. Who is going to come out on top in the race? Will it be Ninja or will it be the third place man on the medium tyres? We know he's going to go longer in this race. They'll take over. I think SHR Ninja and Chemical Ninja will pit lap 7 or 8. And then the third place man will take over. Depends if his teammate can get a better start, and Cam, because he's on the soft compound tyres, both of them, so we can potentially jump him. I've got connection issues with my phone, so I can't read the comments at the moment if you put the comment in, unfortunately, but a dry sunny race then. Interestingly, why did Useless come into the pits? He could have started on the softs if he wanted to. I just wondered why he came in the pits. Is there a chance of rain? I did hear about rain earlier on. We'll find out for the latter stages of the race then. My 3 SHR boys, 1st, 5th and 13th. Ninja's got a real good pace around Canada. I really hope he has. I really hope he was racing with wheels, but unfortunately, he has his controller. I think he's racing on wheel, isn't he? Yeah. I got a bit confused there. It is the weekend, isn't it? Yeah, Saturday. Useless Cat. Then we all know that he's going to go longer in the strategy. What he needs to do is not try and get jumped off the start. He has the inside line coming into turn 1. Got to be careful at the start. Let's see if both Red Bulls will work together, both at their home GP. We've got Cam down in 5th place as well. I've not really seen Cam race, but I want to see what his pace is like. Mitch in 7th place. Apologies if I ain't got the time to learn your real names. We've got a man, Nova, supporting Ninja in the chat. Which Ninja is supporting? Are you supporting Chemical Ninja or Dark Ninja? You gotta be specific here. There's 2 ninjas here. Which one are you supporting, Nova? Yep, SHR Ninja. Alright then, we were waiting for the lights to go off. There they are. Lights go up. We are underway for round 7 of the GP then. Who gets a better start off the line? Interestingly, the medium runner had a good start down in 3rd place. Can he jump Chemical Ninja? No, he can't. Let's see what's going on in their midfield then. Look at the Ferrari going around the outside of Cam. Can he make the move stick? He's around the outside. Yes, he has. Bitch, he's up into 5th place on those medium tyres. The medium runner's getting a really good start there, surprisingly. And look at that. Who's that next to him? Look, Mercedes going off the track, taking the grass there. And he has to give up the place, or would he give up the place? He would go down the inside of the Toro Rosso. Later breaking. What about the Alpha as well? Hazard. No, he can't. Alpec has the outside line. Right then, so Useless Cat actually got a good start, surprisingly, on those medium tyres. I didn't expect that whatsoever. You would have thought the soft runners got a good start, but actually the medium runners had a better start. Hazard has overtaken Apelk. There's his Toro Rosso teammate under pressure from Kevin behind him. Kevin did start down in 11th place. As we head down to the hairpin, then will Kevin make a lunge? He'll try to. He hits the back of him. Forces him out wide, but not into the wall. And Kevin Budd stays in 12th place. He's got the racing point of Henner's right behind him, waiting his gearbox. As you can see, Henner's underfueled the car there. And he hasn't got enough straight line speed to overtake. And it's difficult to overtake at the last corner. Why isn't he's gone in the pits? So I think he got a bit of front wing damage there. Anyways, heading on to lap 2 then, your race leader, SHR Ninja ahead of Chemical Ninja. Useless Cat stayed with the starter. The top three actually stayed with the starter. We've got a bit of action down here. Kevin Budd still not done with the Toro Rosso. They're side by side coming out of turn 2, heading down into turn 3. Then who gets out ahead? Still going side by side. Not really the best, not ideal going side by side through there. And obviously Porsche giving up a place to Waven as well. Yeah, I think he should have backed out there instead of going side by side through there. Cam's dropped another place. He's got Mercedes right behind him. Jackson all over the back. And look at that Haas driver, the Alpha driver, hit the wall. Headed into turn 8 and 9. I hopefully he hasn't got any... Oh, he's about to spin. No, he doesn't. He saves the car. Yeah, I hope he hasn't got any full wind damage. But he's got a Toro Rosso for company. Heading down to turn 10. The Toro Rosso backs out of it. Thinks better. But look at Cam going deep into turn 10. Kevin Budd is ahead of the Toro Rosso. Both of them made contact. The McLaren driver and the Toro Rosso. Kevin Budd going on the grass, they're not really the best thing to do, especially heading onto a long straight. Look at SHR Ninja, 1.2 gap is the gap between the top two. 8/10 further behind is Useless, behind Chemical Ninja. He's actually set the fastest lap of the race, so Chemical Ninja actually got some decent pace on him today. The soft runners need to keep an eye on him. New Zealand SHR Cam trying to overtake the McLaren driver. Oh, what's that Williams doing? He's gone off the track and he's cut both turn 1 and turn 2. What happened there? He's got a 5-second time penalty and he lost a place to the Renault. And what about his teammate JD? And Donald Stern has got ahead of Obama Gaming. So what happened to Obama Gaming there then? Well, he has to let his teammate go. But look at that. A Useless Cat is actually 3/10 behind Chemical Ninja. We'll expect this at the stage of the race because Chemical Ninja on those better soft tyres, expect him to pull away, not being under pressure from the medium runner behind him. Useless Cat goes down the inside into turn 10. He outbrakes himself, goes deep, but it doesn't matter. Straight up to the car. Who gets the DRS then? It is Useless Cat. And Chemical Ninja will have to stay in the slipstream to try and overtake him back then. Got the extra grip on those soft tyres, expect him to try and fight back as Cam has overtaken the McLaren driver. He moves himself up into 6th place. Oh, almost loses the back end there. The Barmer Gaming has been overtaken. No, he's overtaken Donald Stern this time. And Pelk is behind Kevin. Doesn't want to do it, it's turn 1. Heads down in 18th place. There was it a front wing change. Is 15 seconds behind JD Killswitch. Now Useless Cat in 2nd place. SHR Ninja will be under pressure from him soon. Probably lap 7 or 8 he'll start to gain time on him when those soft tyres start to wear out. Hennis sets the fastest lap of the race. Mitch is behind AJ Nicol. Interestingly, the soft runners not really showing some good pace. Medium runners actually up there. Highest medium runner in 2nd place. Mitch all over the back of AJ as we head down into the hairpin then. As Hazard has got past Jackson. Jackson want to go around the outside, but he outbrake himself. He's got Kevin there. Slight contact from the two, not major. Right then, so on the straight we go. Jackson's got DRS to defend himself from Kevin Budd, but hasn't got really the ERS to defend himself. Hazard ahead's got the ERS and DRS. Ninja sets the fastest lap of the race. No, it's replaced by... oh, someone's got a bit of wind damage. Was that Hazard? I think it was Hazard. No, it wasn't. It was... Oh, that's Toro Rosso. A bit optimistic to go down the inside of there. Not enough space. I don't think the Ferrari would have expected it either. And the McLaren driver is ahead and is up into 10th place. So who got that from wind damage then? He hits the wall. Well, I don't want to say again just in case if it wasn't him. Well, was it the McLaren driver then? I'm trying to think who got that from wind damage. Has cost him dearly. Wasn't him either. Was it Cam? I think it is Cam on the right hand side. Yes it is. So Cam has got a bit of wind damage and he hits the wall, almost hits the wall there and almost hits the car. And we've got yellow flags in sector 2. Who is that? Oh, it's the McLaren driver. He was up in 10th place. Hazard is overtaking Yoster. So Wavin has actually spun himself at turn 9. Easy place to drop it. Useless Cat 2.8 seconds behind Ninja then splitting. Where is the other Ninja? Ninja down in 17th place. So he's pitted early. And he rejoins down in 17th then. The two medium runners in 2nd and 3rd. Ninja will start to feel the pressure soon off these two. Their tyres will be much better in the next coming laps. AJ Nicol down in 4th place there. Heading down into turn 1 then. JD Killswitch is behind Donald Stern. Getting on the grass is not going to help your case. And Waving has pitted for a brand new set of hard tyres. I don't know if he can go to the end on those or not. Rejoins down in last place. Henners is in 17th and Chemical Ninja is in 16th place. New Zealand Cam all over the back. Oh, he understeers. Not really having a good day, is he? You got that front wing damage, it's not helping him whatsoever. As they come down to the hairpin then. Both going wide, the Racing Point and the Alfa Romeo. You're still looking interested in both as they head onto the straight then. New Zealand SHR Cam has got DRS behind AJ Nicol. Will Cam pit soon because of that front wing damage. Don't really think it's hindering his performance, but any more contact with the wall and then he will definitely have to pit for sure. Got a bit of a chain behind him as well. Hazard's back of Cam and followed by Yoster and Jackson. The two Toro Rossos having a scrap, and one of them, the Porchy dude, has got up into 10th place ahead of Pelk. Chemical Ninja sets the fastest lap of the race. Back on board with Hazard then, he's 3/10 behind. He'll start to struggle in those corners, will Cam. The lack of downforce he has. Oh, look at that, he's struggling even more. Now Hazard is encouraging Hazard to get even closer. Now almost side by side through there. Not really the best overtaking manoeuvre down in turn 8 and 9. Chemical Ninja has overtaken JD Switch. Oh, Cam going wide again. Also, the McLaren driver behind it did see him go out wide too. Cam needs to stop making these mistakes. It's costing him a lot. Interesting to say that because he's still on the back of the Red Bull, so I think both of them are struggling on those soft tyres. The gap's gone down to 1.7 now as Ninja's actually pitted for his first stop of the two. It's both coming to the pits. In fact, a chain of cars are in the pits. Oh! Whoa! There's a bit of lag there. I thought he went to the wall. Yeah, lag going on clearly. I thought he went to the wall there. Thankfully, he did not. Right then, so Cam's pitted. What tyres will he go on to? He changes to front wing, so it cost him a bit of time. AJ Nicol comes out on the medium tyres. He's headed the Alfa Romeo. Chemical Ninja goes through, and AJ Nicol rejoins down in 40th place. Oh, 13th place is side by side. In fact, he's ahead of Donald Stern. Very crucial for his race. Gets past JD Switch. JD Switch made it easier for him. So AJ Nicol doesn't have any traffic ahead of him. Next car up the road is Chemical Ninja, and he's on relatively on new tyres. Right then, go back on board with these guys. Look at that. Yoster and Jackson scrapping for 3rd place. Not too far behind is SHR Ninja. Oh, look at that. Jackson going down the inside of Yoster. Ninja's got to be careful he doesn't make contact with these guys. Oh, pushes him on the grass there. Got a bad exit. You know what? It's worked in Ninja's favour. Has it though? Because the McLaren's still there. No, he isn't. Ninja is ahead. Yoster having a terrible exit coming out of the hairpin there. Kevin Budd, he goes off into the pits as well. So I presume that Ninja will, Jackson will let his teammate go. Doesn't really want to hold him up. He's on the older tyres. He'll have to pit soon. So when he gets closer, he'll let him go. And he does let him go. There's no point fashing it out. So Mitch is our, well, Useless Cat is our race leader. 2 medium runners that started on the medium tyres, up to 1st and 2nd. Do you know what? Those two got a really good start off the line. And interesting, there's not been a safety car yet. Useless Cat is leading 8 seconds ahead of Mitch, probably going for that 1-stop or 2-stop medium soft or medium hard. I don't know which is the quicker one around here. New Zealand Cam on the back of the McLaren driver. You've got to be careful though not to do that. Donald Stern on the old tyres, of course, the ones he started on, down in 13th place. So Yoster and Cam needs to get past him as quick as possible, otherwise they'll waste the time behind him, which they don't want to do. How hard will Donald Stern fight? Looks like he's letting both of them go. In fact, Cam in the middle there makes slight contact with the McLaren driver. Oh, he puts him in the wall, in fact. Oh dear. I'm not really going to comment on that one. I don't know what to think about it, but look at that. That Porchy dude has gone up into 4th place ahead of Kevin Budd. They're also the medium runners, the ones that started on the medium tyres too. Ninja on a brand new set of the medium tyres on the hunt for the top 2. Oh dear, I think he's got a bit of front wing damage too. Yes, he has. So Ninja has got a bit of front wing damage. I just noticed it, and hopefully it doesn't understeer into a wall or something like that. Donald Stern changed his front wing too. Very easy to get front wing damage around here. It's very frustrating, especially when you're fighting for the lead. AJ Nicol not taking the best lines through turn 6 and 7. This track is rather frustrating, especially when you're on a pad as well like me. It's just absolutely difficult. As Cam has overtaken, well, he's side by side with the McLaren driver, headed down under the bridge to turn 8 and 9. And Cam is ahead of Joster. Right then, so the top 2. I don't know when they're going to pit. I think they're going to pit like lap 16 or 17. What tyres will they go on to? They best hope for a safety car around that time to make their strategy work. Useless Cat having a lovely gap over Mitch in second place. 9 seconds is the gap between those two. Ninja 2 seconds behind Mitch and Useless Cat. Ninja will not be. Ninja loves this track. I know he's got good performance around here, but it's rather frustrating when you get front wing damage. You just got to be very careful. You got to be very fast, but very careful not to hit the walls. You got to stay concentrated at all times. The first sector is difficult. The last 2 corners are difficult. The turn 8 and 9, which is coming up right now, not too difficult, but it's very easy to lose a car on traction and spin the rears or go out wide, as you can do many times. The only safe part of the track is the hairpin. I only like the hairpin because it's not dangerous at all. Right, we've also got another battle for 8th place there. We've got TY Hazard on the back of AJ Nicol, both on the medium compound tyres. Both for the same age as well, so a straight fight between those two. Back on board with Kevin, too far behind Porch, dude. Right then, but look at that. Hazard's not too far behind AJ. And Hazard has overtaken him before the final 2 corners. He's ahead in 8th place and his DRS to protect himself from AJ. Joster is still on the back of Cam there. Look at the Toro Rosso as he gets a tyre penalty too. He also has DRS, so it's difficult to overtake. They made their way down into turn 1 then. 2 Williams in last place. Donald Stern down in 18th place. And look at that. How much did he catch up there? I swear he was 2 seconds behind. How on earth did Ninja... In fact, has he got any front wing damage? Wasn't expecting that one to come. Yeah, has he got the... Has the Ferrari got any front wing damage? No, he hasn't. So what on earth happened to him then? He was 1.9 seconds ahead of Ninja. Ninja with a bit of front wing damage too. Did he make a slight mistake? Did he get on the grass there? Did he outbrake himself? Who knows? But at least he hasn't hit the wall. As Useless Cat is now in the pits for his first stop. What about Mitch? Will he come into the pits? Yes, he will. Got to come into the pits, surely. Any close battles going on further behind? Bit separated from each other. Joster still on the back of New Zealand Cam. Look at Joster's ERS though. That's not going to help his case down the straight. He could be powerless down the straight, and he won't be able to overtake Cam either. Cam's got a bit more ERS compared to Joster. Headed down to the final 2 corners. Oh, he hits the wall there again. Cam, has he got any front wing damage again? No, he hasn't. Survived that one. Joster goes around the outside, not really a key. Oh, did he cut the corner there? He hits the back of him. Cam needs to be a bit more careful with his driving. Not often you get away with hitting the wall and not getting any front wing damage, especially that last corner. Cam could be a bit more careful, a bit more self-aware too. Was he caught out by Joster, or did Cam just brake late? On the back of him, but there's also the Toro Rosso and the Ferrari of Mitch. Cam trying to force Joster into a mistake by doing a dummy going down the inside when he's not really. Oh, look at that. Did he hit the wall? Joster? Look at Cam pulling out and going down the inside into turn 10. Made the move stick. Oh, look at that. Oh my days, man. The McLaren driver rode the curb there to try and do the switchback, and that's not really worked out for him, so should have waited for the straight or something like that. Mitch has gained 2 positions off the McLaren driver and the Toro Rosso driver. Joster will complain that Cam did not leave him any room, but at the same time, why would he go down the inside of there? Not really a place to. He rode the curb, he like cut the corner to try and do a switchback, so I don't want to put blame on anybody. I'll let the stewards decide that one. SHR Ninja leads then, and AJ has overtaken Muscle Tone, and he's up into 6th place. Not really talked about the Alphas, but he oversteers into the corners. AJ Nickel, has he got he's not caught up, has Muscle Tone. Probably waiting on the back of AJ Nickel. Gets a penalty as well for cutting the corner, so not really talked about both Alphas, but they're doing a good job. Down in 5th and 7th, but the other Alpha in 7th place is not pitted yet. Still on the tyres he started on, so we'll have to pit soon to change those. So is that guy in 3rd place, the Porchy dude in 3rd. He'll have to pit soon as well. When will he decide to pit? Not this lap. And Useless Cat has just had the fastest lap of the race. He's doing a 2-stop too, so medium, soft. I think it's a definite 2-stop, medium, soft for him then. Do the alternate strategy to Ninja. Look at the Toro Rosso in the background. He's been overtaken by the Ferrari goes to the pits, and so does the Toro Rosso. Mitch in the pits then. Mitch on what lap hole tyres. And yeah, that's the only explanation why he went to the pits, because of front wind damage, unfortunately for him. Look at the clouds gathering in. It was sunny at the start of the race, but look at those clouds gathering in. So this could indicate that maybe rain could be coming in. You never know. Donald Stern picks up a time penalty. And Kevin Budd 3 tenths behind the McLaren driver, Joster, riding the curb there again. Again on the grass. I could dare say that rain might be coming in. I don't know if I saw a drop or not. Or it's just the dirty air, or the dust getting on the screens there. Kevin Budd is up into 11th place. Got New Zealand Cam ahead of him. Right then, so Chemical Ninja, where's he been in this race then? Bit undercutted by Useless Cat as Muscle Tones in the pits. Chemical Ninja pitted very early, didn't he? He pitted on lap 6, I think, or lap 5. And Cam has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So where's Chemical Ninja been then? I think that Useless Cat has just got the raw pace, and he's just got ahead of the Renault then. Don't think the Renault could really undercut him. Chemical Ninja in 4th place, but the guy ahead of him has to pit for his one and only stop. Is he really going to do mediums? I think he should do medium hards if you're going to stay out that long. It's probably a 1-stop for him. Or is he gonna, if he pits on the softs, I don't know, medium, soft. Depends where he rejoins. He rejoins down in what? Quite a long way down, in fact. Where did the Toro Rosso driver start? He started down in 12th place. Ninja stayed where he started. Chemical Ninja's lost 2. Hazard's gained 4. AJ Nickel has lost 2. Will he go down the inside? No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it. I wouldn't have tried it myself down the inside. Cuts the corner though, so that could be awarded for him. Get a better exit, and he's ahead of that Porchy dude. Didn't really want to put much of a fight towards Chemical Ninja. Kevin Budd has overtaken, or Headers is in the pits for his 2nd stop. Where is Cam? There he is. He's been overtaken by Kevin Budd on those better soft tyres. Goes around the outside though, heading into turn 2. He goes side by side, coming out of turn 2. Look at the back end sliding out. Heading down into turn 3 and 4. Kevin Budd is ahead, and he'll pull away on those soft tyres. And Cam hits the wall again. Do you know what? Does he escape full weight damage again? That's twice in a row he's done that. Escape full weight damage despite hitting the wall. Or they both get a terrible exit. Well, Cam gets an even worse exit coming out of turn 8 there. Turn 7, sorry. Got battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Then Hazard on the better medium tyres is behind the old man tyres. The old medium tyres are Porch. Hazard's got the DRS. Should be an easy move, and he's ahead of that Porchy dude. Where will he come in the pits? I think it's a definite 1-stop. And he comes into the pits now. So will he go on the hard tyres? I love how they take the last corner. And look at that. Cam's still not done with the Ferrari driver. It goes down the inside into the final 2 corners. Don't go side by side through here, lads. Come on. One of them should have backed out. Not really a place to go side by side through there, because one of you is guaranteed to cut the corner or go to the wall, as Cam is ahead of Kevin Budd. If I was in that situation and I know the guy wouldn't back out, I'll back out because I don't want to cut the corner or hit the wall. Is it really worth it, risking a 3-second tyre penalty? Donald Stern down in 18th place, and the last man. 2.3 seconds is the gap between 17th JD Killswitch and Donald Stern. Do you know what? Is the rain going to come? Did see Hennings cut the corner there. He's got a 3-second tyre penalty. Is there rain on its way? Will it be raining? Go on board with Kevin Budd because he's still behind Cam. Expect him to be much quicker on these soft tyres. We head down to the hairpin then. Turn 10. Should get a better exit than Cam, as Joster is trying to overtake that Portuguese dude. This time doesn't go on the curb and does that switchback he did the previous few laps. On board with Kevin Budd then. Too far back to make a move on Cam as we head down to the final 2 corners. Cuts the corner there, twice he did that, so we'll pick up 2 warnings. Gets a better exit though. And he, well, ahead of New Zealand, Cam, sorry. In fact, they're both side by side coming into turn 1 and 2. Still side by side coming out of turn 2. But Cam, I've noticed, has got a bit of full-wind damage. And New Zealand Cam is down in 8th place. Joster, something's happened to him because he's right behind that Toro Rosso. Something must have happened and he's dropped away from the Toro Rosso, in fact. The gap is now 2.2. Whoa, he's on a brand new set of softs. Can you check warnings? Yeah, I will check warnings. Well, I'll check warnings soon, Mikey, because these two are battling. Don't want to miss these two battling. Cam's still fighting away, considering he's on older tyres and a bit of all-wind damage. Not backing down. It's our boss. And like what Joster did, he's tried to take much of a curb through there, riding the curbs to get a switch back. SHR Ninja is in the pits to possibly change his full wing on a brand new set of medium. He goes down the inside, goes Kevin Budd. Do you know what? Safety car's not came out yet. Oh! Well, can you imagine that? Safety car's not came out yet, and guess what? Safety car came out. Might contradict it, but oh. Whoa. Safety car has came out. And that is ruining Ninja's strategy. Ninja down in 4th place. These top 3 will pit for a brand new set of mediums or softs. Do you know what? Useless Cat have to go with the soft tyres because he's done medium, and check warnings. Check warnings for who? 1 warning for 1st place man. Chemical Ninja. 1 warning for him. 2 warnings. So 1 more warning gets a penalty. What about? Oh look, quite a lot of warnings and penalties there. 1 penalty. SHR Ninja. Warning, penalty, warning. AJ Nickel, warning. Do you know what? The Ferrari driver I want to keep an eye on. Where's the Ferrari driver? He's crashed, hasn't he? I was going to check his warnings. Kevin Budd. Oh, look at that. Look at those penalties. On the hard tyres. So, oh yeah, I don't think the softs can make it to the end, can they? SHR Ninja in 2nd place. Do you know what? Not too bad for Ninja, considering he's on a brand new set of mediums and in 1st place man on the hard compound tyres. His teammate still on those medium tyres. Can he go to the end on those? I don't know. But 4th place man has pitted for a brand new set of medium tyres. Chemical Ninja on a brand new set of softs. Portuguese dude stayed out on those soft compound tyres. AJ Nickel rejoined in 7th. Henner's in 8th place. Muscletone in 9th. I need to look. What Cam's been involved quite a lot of instances. So I just need to check what happened there between the two. Did he bounce off the wall and hit him? I can't remember. So he hit the wall. Cam hit him. Both went into the wall. Then the Ferrari driver lost his head and hit the wall to retire and caused a safety car. It wasn't Cam's fault, it was just that the Ferrari driver hit the wall of the Wall of Champions. He retired himself and Cam lost his front wing. A bit of a overreaction from the Ferrari driver, making his own mistake, hit the wall at the Wall of Champions. Who is going to win this race then? Ninja, has he got a brand new front wing? Let's just see. Yes, he has. So who is going to win this GP? Is it going to be Ninja? Is it going to be Useless Cats? Is it going to be the Alpha driver in fourth? I don't say third place because he's on older tyres. Jackson on the older medium compound tyres. Chemical Ninja on a brand new set of softs down in fifth place. So who is going to win this GP then? I think he went onto the hard tyres because I think that he thinks that the soft tyres won't make it to the end. A bit of a stretch yeah, I think that, yeah. I'm just thinking about rain here. If it does rain, not going to help Useless Cat a lot being on hard tyres compared to Ninja's medium tyres. Ninja will be desperate to win this GP. In fact, Ninja's not lost a lot, but Useless Cats did definitely gain and benefit onto that safety car. Ninja won't be too pleased with that. He loves this GP, one of his favourite tracks, the Canadian GP. I know he's got good pace around here. I've seen him drive a 7 before. Useless Cats then, his first place. I would have thought JD's Switch would have pitted for a brand new set of tyres. Muscle Tone on hard tyres. He's got soft runners behind it, but Pelka's on 7 lap old soft compound tyres. For those who just joined, that is the first safety car of the race on lap 21. That is the first safety car of this race, lap 21. Collision between Cam and Kevin Budd. You know what? That's the first retirement of the session, surprisingly. Kevin Budd's the only retirement of the session. 17 drivers still in this race. Useless Cat ahead of SHR Ninja. Jackson in third place ahead of Hazard. Chemical Ninja in fifth place. And someone's got a 5-second tyre penalty who exceeded track limits under the safety car. That Porchy Hood down in 6th place ahead of AJ Nickel. Headers in 8th place ahead of Muscletone. AJ Pelka had in 10th place at SHR Cam. Yosta in 12th ahead of JD Killswitch. Obama Gaming in 14th ahead of Mitch in 15th. Waving in 16th ahead of Donald Stern, and our one and only retirement is Kevin Budd. Safety car will come in this lap then. Useless Cats will control the pace of this safety car. It is an effective safety car as he lets the actual safety car go in. He'll be in charge of the restart. Oh, Ninja just needs to be careful there. Useless Cats has got a 5-second time penalty. That's not Cats' fault whatsoever. So Cats got a fair time penalty. I dare say he can get that removed as they come down to the final 2 corners then. Ninja almost loses the back end there. So let's see who gets the best restart. Heading on to lap 24 then. Donald Stern picks up a 3-second time penalty. Any moves being done? Yes, Headers versus the Red Bull. Headers has the inside line. The Red Bull has the outside line. Who gets a better exit around turn 2? Headers is ahead of AJ Nickel. Headed down into turn 3 and 4. The Mercedes driver is holding up Hazard on those old medium tyres. Do you know what? I did see a bit of front wing there on the side of the road. I wonder if that was Ninja because he's dropped back to 1.9. Ninja needs to keep his cool. If that was him who's lost both his front wing, yes he has. My guy needs to keep his cool. He loves the Canadian GP so much. He gets swamped by the field now. Hazard has overtaken him. The Renault will overtake him. Chemical Ninja, but Ninja outbreaks himself and hits the back of the Alfa Romeo. The two Ninjas side by side coming out of turn 10. The hairpin. Ninja will back out and he will go into the pits because I don't think he can continue on that front wing. Yes, he will come to the pits. I feel so bad for Ninja. Oh look, someone else has got before with that. That's the Alfa Romeo. Chemical Ninja goes side by side. Down the inside goes Ninja on the Alfa Romeo. Still goes side by side, coming into turn 2. More downforce on the front of the car. Chemical Ninja gets ahead of Hazard, unless he tries to fight back in turn 3, which he does. But he has to concede that place because it's too tight through there, and Hazard is in 4th place. Look at Cam going around the outside of Jackson there, and he moves himself up into 7th place. And SHR Ninja rejoins down in 17th place, and Hazard's been overtaken again by the Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso started down in 12th place there, so oh, it's raining. It is raining. I told you there'd be a bit of rain. So it's not over yet. Anything could happen at this stage of the race. Not time to go on the inters. Oh dear, Cam outbroke himself there, didn't you? Cam just needs to keep calm. He's going side by side with his teammate now. Who's that? That's AJ Nicol getting a good toe off the back of the Alpha, and he overtakes him. The Alpha, will he go in the pits? Yes, he will. And so does the Toro Rosso. I really hope the Toro Rosso doesn't go on the inters now, because if he does, it's a bad call. Do you know what? If he does go on the inter tyres, it's too early. And he might have shot himself in the foot and cost himself a podium there. That's his Toro Rosso teammate. In fact, he's got on the inters. They're going on the inters. Both Toro Rossos are going on the inters. So does the Alpha. Wet tyres for the McLaren. Are you mad? Intermediate tyres for the Toro Rosso driver, but wets. Oh dear. Oh, what's that? What's going on there then? We've got Jost at the back of the Mercedes driver. He's not using his DRS for some reason, whether it's broken or not, but look at that, he misses the apex completely, goes off to the shortcut. Probably carried a bit too much speed there. Oh, look at that, the racing point getting closer to AJ Nicol on those soft tyres. Joster and what? Jackson's still ahead just for the moment at least, but Joster's still behind the McLaren driver. Not using his DRS for some reason, look at the ahead of us. Cam goes down the inside. Oh, he goes into the pits. So does the Mercedes driver, goes off into the pits. Oh, don't go side by side through here, it's a bit tight. Whatever you do, do not go side by side with the final corner, final 2 corners. One of you has to back out. If you don't back out, things like that will happen. So Cam goes onto the inters. So does the Mercedes driver. Ninja, DRS is still enabled. AJ Nicol then down in 3rd place, under pressure from Hennes right behind him. And I think they'll pit soon onto the inter tyres. Look at him playing mess. Oh, we've got yellow flags in sector 2. Oh, it's the Williams of Obama Gaming. He was 10th place, he was getting a point, but he split it around. They're fighting their car. Chemical Ninja goes deep into the braking zone, keeps it on track, and so does Hennes and the Red Bull. Very difficult indeed in these conditions on the brakes. I hope no one smacked into the back of anybody. Look at Russell Tone out breaks himself there. Yellow flags again. Look at that JD switch losing the car. And Waving has retired from the session. Where did he retire? Oh, there's a crash. Chemicals hit the wall. Ninja has hit the wall of champions. And he has cost himself 2nd place. He's cost himself the podium. And he's cost himself his front wing. Both Ninjas not had a good race there. Look at that. We've got cars going side by side. Donald Stern also lost it too. You know what? This is exciting now. Look at Mitch going down the inside. In fact, all 3 of them have gone off the track. What a mess. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh. All 3 of them went off the track there. Do you know what? Anything can happen now. Will we see another safety car being deployed? They're all going to be careful on these dry, slick tyres. Especially the hard ones, the lack of grip, the lack of tyre temperature they'll have. Chemical Ninja's been overtaken. Chemical Ninja loses his front wing there. As look at that. Look at it sliding through the corners there. Look at that. Absolute fighting with these cars. Chemical Ninja overtaking back the McLaren driver. The McLaren driver's got front wing damage too. They should all pit, every single one of them, on dry tyres. He clearly, look at that, he overshoots the corner, I could tell. Even before he made the corner, he'll overshoot it. Oh, AJ Nichols spun, and he was on the intermediate tyres too. And look at that. Decides not to take the corner there. Look at that, go deep into the braking zone. Donald Stern off the track. This is interesting to watch. Useless cats in the pits. Headers will go into the pits. Look at Cam on the intermediates, goes up into third place. Both SHR boys are the podium headers, and these two will come into the pits for sure. Yes, they will. Mitch comes into the pits too, so does Donald Stern. Muscle Toe comes into the pits. All sliding through the penultimate corner, but he saves it. You know what, I'd love to see what they can do now with these intermediate tyres, but why is he on the wets? A JD switch. 2 guys on the wet compounds, 3 guys on the wet compounds in fact. In fact 2, because one of them's gone off the wet compound. No, 3 now. Polk's gone up into 10th place. Changing for a wing for Alfa Romeo of Toad. Headers comes out ahead of Hazard, or has he? No, he hasn't. Gets a better exit coming out of turn 2, and he's ahead up into turn 3 and 4. I knew there could be a bit of rain towards the end of the race. As look ahead of us, Portugal is overtaking Jackson, and Heinz is overtaking back the Alfa Romeo. It's all going off here. Mitchell is behind somebody too. He's behind a wet runner. They're both gonna sliding through the corners there. Why is he on the wet tyres? Come on. As Mitch is overtaking Chemical Ninja, Muscle Tone and Yoster going at it. He's on the wet tyres too. Why is he in the wets? Not time for the wets, boys. Oh, Henners and AJ gotta be careful as they make their way down the hairpin, the exit of the hairpin. Looks like Henners got a much better run coming out of there at the second part. As they go side by side now on the straight. Mitch is overtaking JD Killswitch. In fact, he goes off the track. He lets his teammate go, and Chemical Ninja. And Henners is ahead. Oh, be careful. In fact, AJ Nicol has got full wind damage on the left hand side of his end plate. Well, has it go down the inside when he fancy it? Nope. In fact, he outbrakes himself, and he allows the Alfa Romeo to swoop around the outside and ahead, and he's up into 6th place. This is a really fascinating race. There's only 5 laps to go. Useless Cat, the guy that started on the medium tyres, he started down in 3rd place. He's got amazing, excellent pace at this track. And so has SHR Ninja too. SHR Ninja down in 8th place. He's behind AJ Nicol. And he's about to go side by side with him coming out of turn 7. And SHR Ninja is ahead of AJ Nicol. Misses the corner there at turn 9. The 2 wet runners are absolutely struggling. Chemical Ninja and a JD Switch. Muscle Toe makes his way and muscles his way ahead of JD Kill Switch. JD on the wet tyres, not really helping him whatsoever as Muscle. Oh, Yoster's retired. Oh, Donald Stearns just hit the wall there. You know what? Back in the 2018 game, I hit the wall there too. In the wet. As Cam, no! Hits the wall at the final corner, the Wall of Champions again. And he's got full wind damage for sure. Ninja's down in 7th place, twitching through the exit of the final corner. Anyone close together? Donald Stern will have to make his way back into the pits because he picked up a bit of full wind damage. The entry, I've done that before as well, not the only one to do that. Right then, any more battles going on soon. SHR Ninja 1 second behind Hazard. Hazard 9/10 behind Henners. Oh, sliding his way into turns 6 and 7. Got to compromise him a lot on the exit, and Ninja will get closer to him. 8/10 now of the gap between the two. Oh, look at that. The Toro Rosso all over the back. He's caught up to that top, the Racing Point very quick. Racing Point has got front wing damage. Portudude, considering where he started, down in 12th place, has done an absolute amazing job. He went for that long stint on the medium tyres, switched over to a brand new set of mediums again. I was thinking, why did he do that? Or Cam's missed the final corner. And Portudude gets a better exit. Yeah, medium soft. Yeah, I wonder why he went on the softs, because I thought it was a bit too late to go on the medium soft, considering how long he took those tyres for. SHR Ninja picks up a time penalty, goes down the inside into turn 1, is ahead of Hazard. In fact, Hazard gives him a tap, a little bit of a lock tap done. Hazard there. Go side by side coming out of turn 2. Now into turn 3 they go. AJ's got past the Toro Rosso. That was Ninja's line through there. As look at that, the Toro Rosso. Oh, side by side action between Racing Point, Toro Rosso, and Mercedes. They're making it 3 wide coming out of turn 7 there. As Portugal gets ahead of Cam. Cam gives a little bit of a push down the straight as Jackson overtakes them both, and they get sent into a spin again. Cam, come on, man. Portugal, he was on a really good race. Started down in 12th. Cam just needs to be a bit more careful with his overtaking. Got to back out of it. He can't afford to do that. Ninja goes down the inside of Portugal. I feel bad for Portugal now. He started down in 12th. He was on course to finish in 2nd place, but Cam ruined it for him, and he's down in 6th. AJ Nicol has overtaken the Toro Rosso. In fact, they're side by side now. The Ferrari's there. Mitch is side by side coming out of turn 10. As Mitch is ahead of AJ is being overtaken too. 2 Racing Points exchange positions. Oh, has it? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. In the one he goes, and off he goes. See you later, son. Right, so Henders has overtaken his teammate. Henders on course for a podium here, considering what happened to him. And if he picks up time penalties like that, or drop him down the field as he lets Ninja go, Portugal gets revenge and overtakes, well, not overtakes him yet, still side by side. The Alfa Romeo sneaking through too. So Hazard up into 6th place ahead of Cam. Cam struggling at the moment. Let's hope he don't hit the back of him. No, he doesn't. Oh, Ninja spun! Ninja has spun through turn 9. Very common to do that, because you can lose traction easily if you do that. Ninja, his race is gone. Good to bad to worse. Oh, I feel so sorry for him. Such a lovely guy. And we know he's got the pace. Feel so bad for him. The pole man down in 10th place. Not the only one to do that. I've done that as well before. It's very easy to do it. Portugal picks up a 3-second time penalty. Hazard is right behind him. I don't want to check penalties just yet. Cam stays out there. You've got to stay out there because it's 2 laps to go. No point in pitting. Yellow's to set to 1. And who is that? Oh, it's Vedo of Chemical Ninja on the wet tyres. Why did he go on the wets for? Come on, man. JD Killswitch and Donald Stern also on the wet tyres too. All 3 of them at the back. Portugal best be careful there not to lose the car on traction. Just that fast right-hander. Once I was very lucky not to get any front wing damage there because I crashed there, but I didn't get any front wing damage, just spun round. Also went on to win the race too, as Henners picks up another 3-second time penalty. You've got to be careful not to do that. Jackson in 2nd place. Let's mention Jackson. Where did he start? He started down. We'll find out soon. Guess what? He started down in 10th place. Now he's up into 2nd place. Soft, medium, inters. So, oh, yellow flags in set to. Oh, that's a Mercedes again. That's Ninja. Needs to. Oh, Ninja's retired, man. Feels so bad for him. Come talk to me after the race, Ninja. Come talk to me. What's this AI car doing? Oh, Chemical. That's Chemical Ninja also losing it there. Fighting the car. Ninja, man, come speak to me after the race. I feel so bad for you, man. Deserve that one. Not gone your way whatsoever. Ever since that safety car came out, it's just gone downhill for you, mate. We know you got the pace around here. We know you're faster out here. Today you just couldn't show it because of what was going on in this race. Who's that? Donald Stern going off the track. Mitch is 1/10 behind, and he's about to have a fight with Cam. Look at them going side by sliding through turn 7 and 8 there. Henner's 8 tenths behind. I want to go on board with the Red Bull because he's coming to the final 2 corners. This Red Bull, the guy that started on the medium tyres, had good pace, kept it clean, and he's about to win the Canadian GP as he crosses the line. He wins it. Absolute congratulations. Well done. Jay Jackson in second place. How many penalties has Henner's got? A lot. 6 seconds or 9 seconds. That could possibly put him down. Mitch stayed where he started, down in 7th place. So Jackson come home to finish in 2nd place. Ross comes home to finish in 3rd. The Portugal comes home to finish in 2nd place. Time penalties kicking in. Let it all sort himself out. Cam is about to be overtaken. Don't. They're side by side. Drag race down to the line. Both Renaults crash. Mitch finishes 6th place. That Portugal dude actually got 2nd place. Portugal dude will be my driver of the day because he kept it nice and clean. Got onto the right strategy. Finished in 2nd place. Absolutely amazing. Well done to him. 10th place. Started down in 12th place. Cam finished where he started. Mitch finished where he started too. Down in, no, he didn't. It says he hasn't gone up one or gone down one, but he's actually, I don't know, but congratulations to Useless Cat for the Canadian GP win. Oh no. There we go then. Useless Cat winning the Canadian GP in the Red Bull. The Canadian won his home GP and he did not get any penalties, interestingly. German driver finished in 2nd place ahead of the 2 Americans as well. Started down in 9th and 10th. DNF's 15th, 14th downwards. I've got to go, so yeah, it's been a pleasure commentating. I'll see you all later. Goodbye for now.